Frisco 911, what is the location of the emergency?
We're at Cotton Stadium. My friend just got stabbed.
For the first time, the larger public is hearing
I have an athlete that was stabbed.
and seeing what a jury had to before convicting Karmelo Anthony of murder in the death of Austin Metcalf under this Memorial High School tent. Late Friday, the 296th District Court in Collin County released most of the evidence presented at trial. The 911 calls played in court detail the struggle to keep Austin Metcalf alive.
Stay with me. Stay with me, Austin.
A coach testified to doing compressions. You can hear the chaos in the background.
Is he breathing? Yes, ma'am.
One witness testified it was Austin Metcalf's brother, Hunter, you mostly hear.
Come on, Austin. Come on, Austin.
The state's evidence shows the moments of the altercation under that tent, but not clearly. The video spotlights Karmelo Anthony's movements immediately after the stabbing. Anthony runs down the bleachers, runs toward an exit. A jog turns into a slow walk. There were student witnesses who testified to pointing out Karmelo Anthony as he left. Anthony would ultimately walk out onto the field where he's intercepted by a coach. It is there an officer makes first contact. The officer's body camera footage was also released. The moment Anthony is sat down and handcuffed. This is where we hear Anthony recorded for the very first time.
This is the alleged suspect.
Prompted by the officer radioing others.
No, I'm not. I know how it goes. I'm not alleged. Okay.
Karmelo Anthony's handcuffed and walked to a police vehicle. He is recorded saying this.
He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
Whether Karmelo had remorse would come up in court. The court also released a number of photos. Some we have decided not to show because they are graphic. We can show you the multi-tool folding knife with a 3.5-inch blade used in the stabbing. It was found 9 rows up from the bottom. Also, Anthony's blue backpack where the knife was pulled from. There are also multiple photos of the memorial tent where coaches and first responders did triage on Austin Metcalf. There's a photo of blood on Karmelo Anthony's finger while he's seated in a police car. There are even the moments before the stabbing. Karmelo Anthony walking onto the stands, passing tents, and video of Austin Metcalf walking into the stadium for the very first time with friends. All moments before the stabbing that would change the lives of 2 families and leave one teenager dead and another convicted of murder.
Welcome on in another episode of the Gossip Galore News, and we talking about this Karmelo Anthony situation. Now, the way I see it is this: it's a lot of unanswered questions, if you ask me. But if he did it, he did it. A lot of people don't want to hear that. If he did it, he did it. Now, based on the evidence, it looked like he was getting chased. After the stabbing, it seems as if those guys that you're seeing at the bottom of the screen, it looks as if he was being chased, which means that it was more than one. Was he about to get jumped? Why was he in fear of his life? Why couldn't he stand under the tent if it was raining? Why is that a big problem? See, a lot of people not looking at the underneath situation or what's really going on in this one. And the way I see it is this: it's a lot of unanswered question. Did he have a fair trial? Why did they move his trial to Collin County? Why wasn't there any black witnesses on the trial? Where it seems to me, where were the witnesses? It seems to me this is a track meet, right? Where are the witnesses? If you could see on the screen, it shows it shows that, or the previous video I just showed, what did it show you? It showed that it was people outside and lots of kids outside. Why weren't all these kids interviewed? Why didn't they come up on the stand? Did the defense attorney do a good job on representing Karmelo Anthony? Was it even a criminal lawyer that he hired? It was a civil rights lawyer. Why are they making this a black and white issue, but this is about a crime? Why did they give him murder instead of manslaughter? These are the questions that the people want to know about. Leave your thoughts down below. Give me the 10,000 subs. That's all I ask. Let's continue with what's going on. Let's continue with what's going on. Now, before we continue, like, let's run this part back, right?
In Dallas, I'm Jobin.
Let's run this part right here back. The after the stabbing part. Let's run that part back, because
Anthony's movements immediately after the stabbing. Anthony runs
right
down the bleachers, runs toward an exit, a jog.
Who
Toward an exit.
Who was these guys right here? It seems to me that they was running towards him. Seems to me that they was running towards him.
Exit. A jog turns into.
And then the video obviously was edited after that moment, because how did he get to that jog form? What happened to the feed prior to it? These are the things you have to ask yourself. These are the things you have to ask yourself. A lot of unanswered questions.
Man, so Austin Metcalf parents broke down in the courtroom after they seen a video of the paramedics trying to save their son's life. They said that the courtroom got emotional seeing that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. All this trial is showing me is this could have all been avoided. I seen somewhere where it said his kid on the right told Karmelo Anthony to leave 15 times. As he refused to leave, you decided to go over there and put.
And why did he put hands on him?
Your hands on him to make him leave. All of this would have never.
Somebody put hands on you. You don't have the right to defend yourself. No, it's how you defend yourself. That's what determines if it's defending yourself or not. Did you defend yourself and leave the situation? To me, he defended himself. He used a weapon, defended himself, left the situation, ran from the situation, then repeatedly stabbed him. He didn't. It wasn't like vengeance or anything along that nature. He stabbed him, got him up off of him, and ran. And to me, it seems as if he was about to get jumped, if you ask me. But that's just what I see from the camera view. That's just what I see. And where's all these witnesses? All these kids at the school, and you telling me that y'all ain't have no witness? It seems as if they're being paid off or something like that. They're being silenced, or are they really afraid of the Metcalf family, especially living in Collin County? So maybe their parents told them, look, just stay out of it. Don't say nothing about nothing.
What happened if he never put his hands on this kid? He could have went and got an adult instead of taking matters into his own
hand. That's true.
Hands. Even if you feel like Karmelo was wrong, who are you to feel like you can put your hands on somebody? That's the problem. Some of y'all be teaching y'all kids that they bigger than what they is. All of this could have been avoided if you keep your hands to yourself. I'm mad it even got to this point because he shouldn't be on trial right now, and Austin Metcalf should be alive right now. Once we start teaching love and
that is true.
Household, shit like this won't even happen. Y'all can get in the comments and say I'm wrong. I don't really care because this is how I feel. And I don't care who don't like my opinion. Facts.